Alright, welcome everybody. In the last episode, we defeated Lord Balsif and met the young Rinwell. Now we are leaving Calaglia for Cyslodia. And assuming we'll probably get some Rinwell tutorials pretty quick here. Oh, cool.
What's that over there? Some kind of castle?
Yeah, one that belongs to a different lord than Balsif.
Right, that makes sense. You said there were 5 of them in all, right?
Right. We've still got a lot of work ahead of us.
Alright, Saffron, stat booster.
Rinwell, right? It's nice to meet you. Does that little white animal follow you everywhere?
He's not a little white animal. His name's Hoodle, and he's a baby owl. And he's the only friend I have. What's got you so worked up, Hoodle? Is that?
Watch out! They know we're here!
Flying Zeugles, huh? This is going to get interesting.
They're nothing I haven't seen before.
Xion!
I'll shoot them down, you finish them off. Got it?
What was it those Zeugles were attacking just now?
Yeah, we've only found a bunch of them already.
Is that?
What?
It's nothing.
I only helped because it was convenient. We couldn't have moved forward without clearing out those Zeugles. I don't know what's got you ticked off at me this time, but I suggest you keep your hands away from me.
No one asked you to help.
Rinwell, she healed its wounds. She's not trying to hurt it.
How can you be so...
They look like they're talking to each other.
He's probably happy to see another owl. I don't think Hoodle's ever met one before. He might have been wondering if he was the only one. Oh! You just barely got to say hi.
At least we know it's out there. I'm sure we'll run into it again somewhere.
Probably under attack by Zeugles.
Sure we will. Right, Hoodle?
I'm always impressed how good of a shot you are, Xion.
What do you mean?
Just that all I'm good for is throwing myself at things with all my might. By comparison, your way is more... how do I put it? Precise.
It's not like I'm that good of a... Look, that's just how it is with guns. If you miss, it's a wasted bullet you can't get back.
Is that why you're always aiming to exploit enemies' weak spots?
I wouldn't say every shot is that deliberate, but that is part of it. For example, if I see a flying enemy, I'll often go for their wings. Also, if I see a jumping enemy without wings, I know they're an easy target because they can't get out of the way while in the air. In your case, I bet it's easier for you to deal with enemies that stay on the ground, right?
Definitely. Things that can fly circles around me are a real pain to deal with.
Exactly. It's important to keep your enemy's movements in check.
True. Although your shots have the added benefit of stunning enemies, so it's easier to swipe materials from them. It's really helped out.
It's nothing, really. As long as you keep doing your part when we fight, I'd say we're even.
Want to take a break?
Toodle. Frame glasses.
What are you staring for?
Do all Danon fighters look like you?
What, this getup? I pulled this number together from scrap and parts I salvaged throughout the years. Though now I'm feeling self-conscious, seeing how put together you seem to be.
Oh no, I was just curious. Did you fortify your right side more because that's your dominant side?
Partly, but mostly because my body's a little worse for wear after all these years fighting.
That makes sense.
So you take extra care to protect your dominant side with more armor. Smart.
Is fighting all you think about? Why am I here?
Would it kill you to be a little more friendly?
I don't see how that's necessary.
Look, for the time being at least, we're working together. You don't have to make this harder than it already is.
In case you've forgotten, the two of us may be working together, but the only reason we're even teamed up right now is because our interests happen to overlap. Otherwise, why in the world would I be working with a Danon slave like...
I am not a slave! I'm not a slave anymore. Not since I chose to fight. I've left that life behind, and I'm better for it. Understand? I'm sorry for yelling. But please, don't call me that ever again. Okay?
Okay. I swear you can't walk 5 steps without tripping on a Zeugle. This is getting old.
Yeah? But wasn't it you Renans who brought the Zeugles here from Rena in the first place?
They're not just ordinary animals from Rena. Each of them has been modified to suit a particular purpose. In fact, some Zeugles were originally derived from the animals on Dana, or so I've heard.
What? You Renans couldn't stop at just the people of this planet? You had to screw with our nature too?
You can get angry all you want, but we have bigger fish to fry. So, are you going to work with me or not?
I will. It's in both of our own interests. Well, off we go.
Ulfhan Grotto.
I take it we're heading through here then?
Everything all right, Zephyr?
Yeah, it's nothing.
What is that? A ring?
It was my wife's.
Your wife? You never mentioned anything about being married.
That's surprising?
You said was. So then, is she gone? Was it the Renans?
No, she was sick. I couldn't get her the medicine she needed, and then she was gone. I'd always wanted to show her the world as it could be.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. There are plenty of people out there more deserving of your sympathy than me.
But...
Let's go.
He is totally gonna die.
What is this place anyway? What's with these columns and steps?
No idea. I've never been here before either. Rena's convoy squads probably used it in the past.
I guess. It's definitely seen better days. You wouldn't know anything, would you, Shion?
Nope. And I'm not interested in learning either.
Actually, these are Danon ruins. See? You can tell by the way the columns are decorated and stuff. They're all old Danon designs.
Are you saying these things were built more than 300 years ago, then?
Yeah. I have no idea what they were used for, though.
It's amazing to think our ancestors were capable of making such structures. Hopefully there'll come a time when us Danons will be able to walk through here freely again.
That's exactly what you're fighting for, isn't it? Let's keep moving.
Yeah. Right.
Right, we got some new enemy type here. Roper.
But we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
It's over.
See ya! Don't go charging off like that! Stay away from its toxins!
It's over.
Dang.
I'm out of ammo.
Not today.
Do it!
Infernal turret.
Where are you going? Do it!
So Renwell isn't helping us fight just yet. Probably get some kind of mid-boss or something for that, if I had to guess.
I'll take you all!
Oh,
I'm not done. You're finished.
Take aim and blast it out of the sky!
Take this. We got flyers.
I've got this!
Win.
Gemini Aqua!
You're mine. I'm not. Never imagined there were Zeugles out there that could pretend to be statues.
That's because Zeugles don't come from nature. Who knows what else is lurking out there?
Guess we have to be prepared for anything.
It's freezing in here. And after how hot it was outside, too.
It must be the cold air sweeping in from Cyslodia. It's the polar opposite of Calaglia, so I'd get used to it if I were you.
Is the little guy okay?
Oh, don't worry about Hootle. He's from Cyslodia. Probably just nerves is all. He's not really used to being around other people this much.
Rinwell, how about filling them in on what to expect from Cyslodia?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, for starters, nobody trusts nobody.
Come again?
Just like I said, you never know when snake eyes are watching you.
That's what they call their lord's henchmen, apparently.
Their official title is the Bureau of Civil Observation. They've got cronies undercover everywhere, observing us at all times.
So? Renan surveillance was an everyday part of life in Calaglia.
Difference is, in Cyslodia, it's not just Renans. They've got Danans spying on each other, too. Or in other words, there's the Snake Eyes themselves, plus all their small-time informants. All it takes is someone squealing on you, and it's straight to labor camp. No questions asked, no goodbyes. Course, informers are rewarded handsomely for their deceit. Everyone's always got one eye open, waiting for the moment to inform on someone before being tattled on first.
Hence the not trusting one another, huh? In that case, what do you think they'll make of us?
Hard to say. Although, not being from Cyslodia will probably help, honestly.
More trustful of outsiders than even your own people. Why go along with it, though? Why doesn't anyone take a stand?
Not everyone is strong enough to stand, Alphen. That's why the world needs people like us.
fish. Ooh, salmon.
The old belt.
Keep 'em coming.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
I think I could get used to it. Guess I misread the landing. That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
We don't have much choice.
By the
You're mine!
I'll run you through a blade. That is coming.
by the power of water!
One final push.
Run!
Give them all we got.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
This one's all mine!
It's over!
You're finished!
End the race!
See ya.
Start a
Talon Storm. Touch this. See ya. Talon
Here,
Storm.
let me help.
Touch cannon.
I never miss!
I owe you one.
I'll run you through. See ya.
Not today!
Cleave right through them.
You can leave that to me.
Not so fast. I'm not over the hill just
Do
yet.
it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Hear me, flame of
Here I
fury!
come!
Burning
Win!
bright!
I'm on it.
Take this!
Blood.
Hear me, flame of
Talon
fury!
Storm.
Burning
Touch
bright!
cannon.
Here I come! Fly! Try this!
I'm on it. That is coming.
Try harder!
Talon Storm.
Now! You're mine!
Let me help.
Severing wind!
I can't heal you forever.
You want?
How's this? That is coming. Talon Storm. Touch cannon.
You're mine.
Oh, just pipe down.
Reload! I'm out of ammo.
I'm on
There!
it.
One more!
Severing wind!
Talon Storm. Touch cannon.
Burn in hell!
How's this?
Where are you going?
That is coming.
Here I go.
Here I come.
I'm only getting
Time to
started.
effort.
Searing
Finish
flame!
it! Finish it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
All right, beat that one down. Oh, plus 10 max CP. Excellent. Excellent. All right, so this one is actually very beatable. It's only level 15, so... Onyx Mail.
And what have we got here?
Oh! I saw that in a book once.
Right. Yeah, very nice. And we'll be using that Astral Flower. Oh, okay. It's a key item. We don't have to use it. Okay, great.
Those things are worth a lot.
You're a little bookworm, aren't you?
Not much further now. The exit'll take us straight into Cyslodia.
You're brooding again. What's eating at you?
We defeated Balsif and liberated Cylaglia from the Renans. Now, we're on our way to rescue our fellow Danans in Cyslodia. I'm committed to helping our people. You know that. But then, what happens after that? What's our endgame here?
Good question. The Danans vastly outnumber the Renans, yet we rarely take up arms because we know that when it comes to firepower, we don't stand a chance. Even if you succeeded in overthrowing the Lords and freeing Dana, then what? Lenegis would still hover over us, the Renan motherland behind it. If they so desired, the Renans could potentially use their might to wipe us off the planet in a second, no matter how powerful that blazing sword of yours is.
So what you're saying is we don't stand a chance. So what the heck are we even doing?
There's no sense in discarding today's victory for tomorrow's loss. If fighting yields even a single day of freedom, it will all have been worth it in the end. Who knows? Maybe that's the day we make preparations for the battle that will free us for good. Speaking pragmatically, the fact the Renans don't exterminate us all in spite of their technical advantage has to mean one thing. They need us. It's up to us to put a dent in their armor before they cotton on to our plan. That way, we force them to the negotiating table.
You want to negotiate with the Renans?
It's galling, I know, but it's the only way to survive while securing our freedom at the same time.
That's... But even so, we can't just...
If you lot are done talking, there's a lord we came to overthrow.
What about you, Shion? What do you plan on doing after we've given the lords the boot?
All I know is, my reasons for fighting aren't the same as yours. I'm through answering these pointless questions.
Wonder how far we have to go before we figure out what she's up to. Oh wow, this is the opposite of Calaglia.
So this is Cyslodia.
How far is it to the capital?
We've still got a ways to go. Also, the Zeugles here are different than those in Calaglia, so be careful.
Got it. Sounds like we should make sure we stick close together as we keep moving.
Agreed. Hey, Shion!
It'll be hard for me to use my rifle in a pinch if we're all bunched together. I'll follow behind the rest of you.
Right. Makes sense.
What's up with her? She seems even more upfront than back in Calaglia.
In case you forgot, we're in enemy territory now. If you don't get serious and focus on the task at hand, you'll be inviting trouble.
Don't take it personally. I think that's just the way she is. Plus, you have to remember, with those thorns of hers, she's probably not used to anybody being all that friendly to her. The fact that you can't feel pain means you probably end up getting closer to her than she's used to.
You really think so?
We're talking about someone who came down to Dana all by herself. But you don't see her homesick for Lenegis at all, do you?
No.
That alone speaks volumes about how difficult her whole situation must be.
Yeah.
It's your job as her partner to understand that, and give her the support she needs. You two are going to be stuck together for a while, so the sooner you make nice, the better.
Make nice?
Yep. Now come on.
I get that they're not exactly on the best of terms, but...
Rinwell, don't go too far ahead. You never know where Zeugles might be lurking.
Oh, we'll be fine. We've been able to handle them up until now.
Still, better that you hang back a bit.
No way. I'm the one who asked you to come here in the first place, remember?
Yeah, but if we lose you, we won't know where to go. Besides, it's old guys like me who should be sticking their necks out first.
But...
We need you in order to get in contact with the Resistance in Cyslodia. So stick close until we find them, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
Now you've got me wondering, how'd you make it to Calaglia in the first place? I find it hard to imagine you didn't run into Zeugles along the way.
Are you good at hiding or something?
Yeah, that's it. I'm just really good at staying out of sight.
Wow. Still, you had to have been pretty lucky to have made it the whole way unscathed.
Lucky indeed. It's crazy to feel just how much the temperature has changed from crossing over a single peak.
Is it really that big of a difference?
Definitely. Calaglia was hot.
I can only tell from appearance, so... Achoo!
You might not be able to feel it, but it sure looks like your body responds to it just the same.
Seems like it. So if I sneeze, I guess that it's a sign that it's getting chilly.
They say that sneezing is often the first sign you're coming down with a cold, too. That's all the more reason you need to be careful with...
Achoo!
Was that also a sneeze?
I just bit my tongue, that's all.
No, it sounded a lot different from mine, but I could swear it was still...
It wasn't a sneeze, okay? Achoo!
Guess we both need to be careful out here in the cold.
Is it hard leaving Calaglia behind?
No. Actually, it's kind of a relief to be away from there.
Really? What makes you say that?
Because it was getting to the point where every man, woman, and child would come up and talk to me like they knew me. I could barely find a moment to breathe, let alone relax.
Well, what you did was kind of a big deal, you know. You overthrew a Renan lord and burst open the gates of fire.
Yeah, but that was only because I had the blazing sword with me. We wouldn't have made it to Balsef without you and the Crimson Crows, Zephyr.
Maybe so. But you're still the one who took him out in the end. It's only natural for people to look up to those who protect them. You're a hero to those people.
I never asked to be one. I never asked to take the place of a lord in people's minds. I don't want it.
You're a strange one, Alphen. That's for sure. If that's how you really feel, then hold on to that. Listen to those thoughts when you feel lost and don't know what to do. If you can do that, you won't lose sight of who you are, or what the right path to take is.
The right path to take, huh?
Would you like to warm up some?
Aren't there people in there?
You should let yourself unwind when you get the chance.
I guess there's no arguing with that.
Hey.
Hey!
Oh?
We might get to make accessories here.
Whoa!
Alright, the metal engraver can craft accessories. Did I pass your test?
Right.
It's alright. You should be calling Shion out, not me. I don't want to talk to her.
What?
You can say you're hungry.
Just great.
All right.
Nice.
Right.
Right.
Renwell. I think we're gonna like Renwell. Alright, vegetable soup recipe.
Happy now, Shion?
Yeah, I'd say so.
She better be, after all she ate.
I stopped before I was full, though.
What?
It's awfully quiet around here.
The snow will do that. It absorbs a lot of sound.
Meaning it could be tougher to hear anything approaching. That's worrisome.
It's rough that we have to be wary even of other Danans around here. What kind of person do you have to be to build a society that works like this?
Regardless of what kind, we're going to take them down, and that's that.
Right. It's why we're here, after all. Woo! Woo-hoo! Woo! Woo-hoo!
Okay, so I finished up this map off screen because it was just kind of the same enemies. Of note is the Rosemary stat booster, the Hootle. And with that, we're pushing about a half hour. So that's going to do it for this episode. Be sure and tune in for the next part when we delve further into Cyslodia. Hit that subscribe so you'll be here for the next episode. We'll see you then.